Hello and welcome to this Barbarian guide. Last video we got past Act 3, we're just into Act 4. So Act 4 is an act where we just want to run through as quick as possible. It's quite a nasty act, especially if your resistances are low. So what have we got? We've got our steel, our crush flange. We've got crush flange off of Andy when we farmed it in Act 1. And we've got Hazaru's boots for attack rating, Hazaru's belt which gives us that 2 set bonus. Managed to get some Saigon's gloves, but we are going to use our blood fists for the increased attack speed, the life and the minimum damage. All of our gear is going to stay the same. So yeah, it's an act that we just want to run through. We're going to do all the quests because they are all very useful quests, but we do want to just skip all or the majority of the normal monsters. So if you are lacking resistance, we're doing alright. 75 fire, 67 lightning, 50 cold, 40 poison. So cold and poison, we can use our potions, Thorin and antidotes to boost them up. The main ones that you want is your fire and your lightning. If you are struggling to cap out your fire and your lightning, an easy way of doing that will be to get a 2-socket helmet like that, but then put some Val runes. So 2 Vals gives you 60% fire resistance, boost your fire resistance really high. We've managed to find this random yellow helm, and it's given us 10 lightning, 6 cold, which although they are low numbers, this character needs lightning resistance more than fire, so that's why we're going from that. So stock up on our potions, repair our gear.
Hail to you, champion.
I'm going to be doing a lot of running on this act.
What do you need?
So we're using howl a lot, leap a lot, just getting past everything, just to complete the quests. So we head out and go south. There's a possibility of a gate leading to the next area on this side of the map. These maps are, at least this first map is, there's only like 3 possibilities. Howl them away. Now we're going to go over to the far right hand side of the screen. I'll skip most things. I'm not even looking for specials and uniques at the moment because our level is decent, 24. You ideally want to be level 25 when you hit Act 5, as that's going to be the main place that we farm for experience, and if you're below level 25 you get a penalty to your experience. I actually missed this little entrance, so run through, don't need to kill anything in the first area. Plains of Despair, we're looking for Isuel, who's normally around the middle. Got some souls there, so we can howl everything away. That's where you need your good lightning resistance. And you can also taunt them and they'll stop shooting lightning. Although if you do taunt them, you don't have to kill them. Probably best just to howl. Gonna need some stamina potions. Didn't pick anything up, but we can just toggle for now. out. And the quest log will, if you don't have your little button for your quest log, as soon as you get close to visual, it will show that button again. Your quest log will update. It's a nice little easy way of knowing if you're close to him or not. There he is, quest log has appeared. So we're just going to ignore everything else and just focus on visual.
I need
Mana burn or something. Wrong button. Apologies. Let's fix that. Remember what it was. Getting all the buttons wrong now.
not here.
Can't remember what I've set the key binding to. Right, apologies for that. We'll get some more potions. They should go down relatively quickly, so we don't have to go back and get a few more. This is where our crushing blow will help a lot. If you picked it up yet, 1 point into battle cry will make a big difference. You're going to lower his defense by 50% just for 1 level. We could have Frenzy at level 24. I prefer just using double swing, as especially for the early levels of Frenzy. You still attack faster with double swing. The benefit of Frenzy is that it gives you a big boost to attack rating. So there's our visual quest complete, so we're just going to run around the edge now and try and find the next zone. So I've moved the map to the top right, which I'm still getting used to. I didn't normally have it right in the middle of the screen, but I was conscious that maybe the view wasn't great. So here we go. City of the Damned, we now need the way through to the River Flame, which again tends to be somewhere in the middle. So looking for the waypoint, which is right next to the stairs and the stairs themselves. So if you find one, you've basically found both. And it's really in the River of Flame where you're going to want all your resistances as high as possible. It's worth spending a bit of time and shopping with a vendor for some resistance on items if you need to. Probably your gloves is going to be where you can boost the most.
I need mana.
I can't move over there. Dead end. So you're relatively safe running around, especially with Howl. I lose a little bit of life, but nothing the potion won't sort out. There's our waypoint. And before we go down, we'll just restock our potions.
What do you need?
We might as well buy a couple of antidotes, a couple of thorns. We'll just drink them now to boost our resistance. So you see we're now on maximum cold and poison. A few staminas, a few more potions.
Hello.
It's not where I want to go. The waypoint. Right, Hellforge quest. We do want to complete, mainly looking for a perfect amethyst or a perfect ruby. We're going to need both, but the amethyst is going to give us the better boost. So we want the ruby for making blood gloves, which is going to give us a nice boost to life stolen per hit, and it's also going to give us crushing blow. And typically, depends on what mods roll, but typically you can use them at around level 30. And the other thing that we want is the amethyst, perfect amethyst. And the reason for that is to roll sockets once we start to find some better weapons, which will be once we move through to Nightmare. One of the first things we'll be farming is a combination of experience runes and a base weapon. You see, I'm just like I've got to be careful here because I've been lower res curse. So I'm going to whittle these down. You want to take out all of the skeleton mages first, because they're going to put curses on you, which are nasty.
Hail to you, champion.
And also, Howl does not work on the mages, so you want to prioritise them as kills. So leap over to the mages, there'll be some knights. Take them out first. So that's our priority. Could howl everything else away. We don't want to be here, so let's jump out. It's a bit of a bad idea, really. Do that a little bit slower, so we don't risk dying.
What do you need?
Did have to use the last of my rejuice there. So yeah, just take it slow. I pull over the armourer, fighting by himself. That'll make it a lot easier. Then use battle cry, lower his defence. He's down.
I am overburdened.
We'll still clear the area. You can see exactly why you need the high resistance in Act 4. Right, there we go. Use our... Oh, I've run out of town halls. It's not something we ideally want to do, but we should be okay. So we got a perfect amethyst, which is good. Flawless emerald, flawless diamond. We would have preferred them to be either a ruby or another amethyst, but we'll take what we've got. And now we just want to run forward and get to the River of Flames waypoint. Right, stock up on potions. We can hand in our quest 1, as usual, get some more skill points, put all of our gems away. So we have the perfect amethyst, which we will use. We didn't get a flawless ruby, so for now I'm going to keep this flawed ruby on my character. And that way, if we come across a random gem shrine, I will upgrade that. Hopefully we'll be able to get one. If not, we'll find a flawless at some point. Well, so we've got 2 of all of our typical normal runes. You can find higher than a Ral once you start getting to Act 5. For now, we've got everything we need. Make sure we get them town portals, and again we're ready to go. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're just going to run past everything. We just want to get to Diablo as quick and as easy as possible. So I'm going to use leap attack, get through the river, don't get surrounded, we can howl. Leap attack does use quite a lot of mana, so just be cautious of how much mana you've got. Right, Chaos Sanctuary, nasty place. Take your time, howl everything away. We don't need to fight any of these monsters. We just want to get to the central star as safely as possible. And then we're going to put a portal there and start clearing monsters if we need to. And howl everything doesn't work on knights, so we're going to have to kill them. Get mana drain, which is not good. We'll just clear a few monsters while we're relatively safe here. Make our life a little bit easier. There's a Thull. That's actually the highest rune we've got so far. Right, so we only actually need to kill the one special. Then prioritise the Oblivion Knights, because they're going to curse us. Pop our last seal, howl everything away.
I need mana.
And our level isn't high enough on howl to make the normal monsters disappear, which is not good. And then out of potions. Put a town portal, herd everything away from my portal. Stock up. So what we can do, because we've got a few more skills, I could put Howl, a few more points into Howl, which would make this a bit easier. Or just go through a little bit slower, whichever you prefer to do. We'll take the slower approach. It's only the Grand Visor we need to kill, so if we take him down, he's down. So we can ignore everything else. Don't need to kill any of these. Now we probably will clear a little bit of a path here. Because if these monsters aren't howled and they all get fanaticism from the special we're about to spawn, it's not going to be fun. I'm not looking for any items, so we can, unless you see yellows or yellows, greens, golds, you can ignore everything else. So I've cleared a little bit of area here. Right, so we'll stock up on potions. I'll show you another little trick here.
Greetings.
3 cold res. If you need it, you could keep it, but I'm not going to bother. So, what can we do here? We can use Taunt and just try and pull 1 or 2. There we go. Pull 1 or 2 at a time. He's lost his fanaticism because he's out of range. Blood decisive there. Right. Again, just nice, slow and steady. You will not have fun if you try and fight this guy with all of his minions. There we go. Relatively easy. Yellow War Axe. Now that actually could be a really nice item. 2 socket crystal sword. We were keeping that to make strength and tier to give us crushing blow. And now let's just identify this axe. So it's ethereal, which is not great, but still that would be really nice damage. And it's given a big boost to attack rating there, 94 to attack rating with 2 sockets. So you could use that until it breaks, because it would be a decent weapon. Our weapons are probably better, not for raw damage, but the fact that we're getting the increased attack speed, the open wounds and the crushing blow, also getting that big boost to fire resistance on crush flange. So we'll keep what we had. 24, we can start getting battle orders. It happens already. doesn't last very long at level 1, but it is the next skill we're going to start putting points into. So we can start hotkeying them. Battle orders and shout. I want to just take out the last super unique. Just a very similar idea of what we've already done. The area is already clear, which is good. This is the lower resistance curse on me. My resistance is now not very good. So we'll go kill that Abyssal Knight. Oblivion Knight, excuse me.
I need mana.
Just in case we need to come out here. I'm not going to get cursed again. The area is clear. If your fire resistance is low, which it shouldn't be, because if it is, you need to try and get some items like a two socket valve helm. These monsters are going to do a lot of fire. I pop both seals, and again we could taunt a couple back. Just fight a couple at a time. Once you've taken 3 or 4 out, it's much safer. There we go.
I am overburdened.
Topaz we don't need. So, Diablo fight. Diablo is a difficult fight. If you've capped out your resistance, it will be much easier. Although you still have to look out for his lightning attack. 2 attacks he has which are really strong, really powerful. Is his big infernal flames that he spouts across the floor. But if you've got good fire resistance, you reduce that damage considerably. And his other one is his lightning attack, which you just want to, this attack you can see now, you just want to kite that attack. So I like to try and, this is the infernal. So the lightning attack is actually half physical, half lightning. So we want to just kite like that. Keep our potions going. Hit him in between other attacks. Keep your potions ticking, keep your life topped up. And it's not too bad a fight once you get used to kiting the lightning attack. We are missing quite a lot. Getting low on potions, so we might have to go back to town. Hopefully we can make it through. Last potion. Got a couple in the inventory. There's nothing really that we want to pick up and keep at war side. We could potentially give to our mercenary. It's okay, nothing great. The rest is all rubbish. Nothing that we're going to use.
Greetings.
There's Act 4 complete. So, if if you are under level 25 now, we're going to go back to Act 3 to farm experience until we're 25. Once you hit 25, you're then going to farm for experience in Act 5. So I'll quickly show you both. I can't remember what level I am. Once we load through, we'll have a look. The game decides it wants to play. There we go. So we are 24 and a half, or just over 24 and a half. So we will do a bit of both, and we'll see which is going to be quicker. So just repair everything up. I'm going to quickly sort this inventory out because I'm running out of space. So I don't need 2 Berserker's helms, so that can go on the floor. That can go on the floor. Berserker's axe, we showed that in the earlier episodes. It will give us the two set bonus, but Berserker's axe isn't very strong, so we don't want that. These can all go. Might as well keep that helmet, although I don't think I'll use it. Like Clegs, we want to keep because that will be strong, but we don't need the shield. Don't need the boots. Some magic find gloves we might as well keep, and we've got Saigons, it's worth keeping as well. So there you go, a bit more space there. And what have we got here? That'll do us for now. So we will, so if you're 24, you want to go back to Act 3, use the Travi waypoint, and what you're gonna farm for experience is all the little towers and dungeons that are dotted around Upper Krast, Krast Bazaar, because they have a high density of specials and uniques. So from Travi I just head south. Sometimes there's a special unique around here, which we haven't got one. So we've got a dungeon here. So you can see we are on our experience, we've got 3 bars to go. We can farm these monsters. And you can see we had a big jump in experience there. Almost half a bar. You mainly want the specials and champions, but we'll just kill everything because these maps are fairly small. Check the middle, nothing there. Lock chest. So that's one cleared. And there's quite a few of these towers. So I'll go to the next one. And we should be able to clear these monsters fairly easily. So we've already got through this act. There we go, almost 2 bars away. Special unique pack. This is a good boost. So it's extra strong. Okay, so that's one way of doing it, and you could go further south, or you could just reset and do them two again. And the other way that we want to farm is in Act 4, but ideally, sorry, not Act 4, Act 5. But ideally, you want to wait until you're already level 25 before you move to farming in Act 5. We will go through and show you that. We're going to run all the way through, get to the first waypoint, and
The
farm
time has come
super
to
music.
cleanse my homeland.
Just use leap attack to get past everything nice and easy, nice and quick. You can actually get decent experience just killing all of these monsters because the density is quite high, but in general it's faster just moving forward. This is a unique, so we might as well kill these. They're running away, we can taunt them all. See, leap attack takes you quite far. It just uses a decent amount of mana. Go past Shank, up the stairs, get the waypoint. Now, if you're going to farm experience, what I suggest is you go back to Act 1, Stony Fields. Make sure you have your flawless ruby, your flawless amethyst, whichever is your highest amethyst or ruby. Make sure you've got that on you. You're going to try and get a gem shrine or an experience shrine. Failing that, a combat shrine can be helpful. So we need to try and remember where all our shrines are. Which, if you can't remember, it only take you a minute to run around and find them. I'm just going to change my map so it's in the middle of the screen, just to make it a bit easier for me. So all we want is shrines. We can ignore absolutely everything else. We're getting no experience in this act. So a well will always be a well, so we can ignore that. See if we've got any more shrines anywhere. You should have 3 or 4 on each map. So there's one. Stamina shrine. That will change each game. So the next game that could be an experience, it could be a gem. It's just random each game. Another shrine, refilling. Once you've uncovered them, you can kind of remember where they are. There's our experience shrine, perfect, take that. Use time portal. Head straight to Act 5 at the first waypoint. And watch how fast my experience goes up now. Just killing Eldritch and his minions. There's an amethyst, which is a decent drop. this will be a little bit slower because I've not quite hit level 25 yet. See, my experience hasn't really gone up at all. At least very little compared to what it went up back in Act 3.
I am overburdened.
So yeah, I definitely recommend farming Act 3 until you hit 25. So let's pop over to Upper. See if we can find a tower while we've still got our experience shrine. We got one close. Let's have a look. Not sure if this is one or not. Yes, it is. See that big boost in experience then? Lucky we might hit 25 here. Combat shrines are good, but we need one sort of experience shrine. There's our level 25, perfect. So what I'll quickly do, just show you the difference now that we're 25 and how much experience we get killing Eldritch. So save and quit. We're gonna go back to Stony Field, check for shrines. If we get something, great. If we don't, just kill Eldritch. Well, load times are a little bit long here, so apologies for that. So very quickly, Stony Field, we know where our shrines are. A little bit of muscle memory. Down to our, going anti-clockwise, we've got 3 on the way. Got stamina. Doesn't really help us. Skill shrine would be better than stamina for dealing damage, and a portal. So nothing good for us, but that's okay. Back to Act 5. Kill Eldritch. And because we're now 25, we should get much more experience from Eldritch. So if we look at our experience now, and this is without an experience shrine, compared to when we first killed him, we had an experience shrine. We're getting much more experience now. So we've got almost a full bar there, which is really good. If you have the experience shrine, if you manage to get it, I would kill Eldritch, and then I would come down and kill Shenk and all the monsters around him.
The time has come to cleanse my homeland.
The monsters around him don't count as minions, but because of how many there are, it's still good experience. Poison potions are still good at this level, especially on high density monsters like this. little bit low there, so we'll just take our time. Press F5 again by mistake. I have my potions as F1, 2, 3, 4. I'm hitting 5 by mistake. So if you had the experience shrine, I think it's worth coming down to kill these minions, and then you just rinse and repeat. And you want to do that until you're at least level 30, but somewhere between 30 and 35, depending on how much time you want to spend doing it. Just, like I say, make sure you've got your ruby, your amethyst, because you really want that perfect amethyst and perfect ruby. Ideally, if you've got more gems, you want one perfect ruby and multiple perfect amethyst, like 2, 3 would be great if you can get that many. So what did we find? Our sword is okay damage, it's not going to be what we've got, but it's always nice finding super uniques. So with that, thanks for watching, and in the next one we will be farming up levels, getting to, like I say, between 30 and 35, getting our gems, and then progress through to Nightmare. So, I'll see you in the next one.